Hello, welcome back. Now, as you've seen, or one of the most magical things to cook with is duck fat. And one of the most decadent dishes you can enjoy is duck confit. So we're going to do a little twist on it. We are going to make smoked duck confit. And when we're done, it should look just like this. And of course, we will have some suggested wine pairings. This is a very easy dish to make. And at the end of this video, we will show you the written recipe on this. So let's go make some smoked duck confit and have some fun. Our ingredients include 4 duck legs, 2 teaspoons of peppercorns, 1 tablespoon and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, a medium onion, 7 shallots, 9 garlic cloves, 8 bay leaves, about 1/4 cup of basil, fresh basil, and then about 1/2 bunch of parsley. I prefer the Italian parsley personally. Then you're talking 2 to 4 cups of rendered duck fat. As you can see, in this container, I have used duck fat because you can recycle the duck fat after you make this dish. And then I have some unused rendered duck fat to add to the pan when we cook this, in case I need additional duck fat to completely cover the duck legs. So let's do our prep work. All of our ingredients except for the duck, the bay leaves, and the peppercorns, we chop them up, we put them in a food processor, and we pulsed it down. You can have it a little bit finer or a little bit coarser, it's up to you, but I kind of prefer this thick, pasty type consistency. Then take our duck and put it into a plastic bag. Some people like to put it into a glass container, as long as it's a neutral container. I just prefer a plastic bag because it's easier. So we just dump everything in like this. There we go. And you can mix this all up. And then all we do is add the rest of our ingredients like so. All we have to do is seal this up, and then make sure it's all nice and mixed up like this, and you let it marinate for 12 to 24 hours, a little bit longer if you wish, if something comes up and you have to wait a day before you cook this. But we will come back, we'll set this in the refrigerator, and turn it over every so often, and come back in about a day and cook the duck. We have had our duck in the marinade, the brine, the prep, whatever you wish to call it, for over 24 hours. So the next thing to do is we're just going to rinse this off. And then we're going to pat them all dry. And we are going to do that with all 4 duck legs. We have placed all 4 duck legs in our container, and we have melted down our duck fat. We don't want it scalding, but just melted. And we're just going to submerge everything. And then we'll see how much more duck fat we need to melt to cover. So we will finish submerging this completely in duck fat and then set it on the smoker. We topped the pan off with a little more duck fat. We then put some aluminum foil over the top, and then we have a little vent coming through so the smoke can come through the pan and add that smoky flavor to the duck. The only thing we do is we just close this off, check the temperature. We run this for about 3 to 3.5 hours until the duck is just fork tender. We are also going to add a little chicken on the side just so we can make some gumbo later on. I hate to waste any open space. We have had this on for 3 hours. It is looking absolutely beautiful, and it should just kind of come off like that. So we know it is done. Now we're going to take this off the smoker. And now my favorite portion of the whole video, the food wine portion. So let's dig in. I'm just going to hold the knife down. I'm just going to hold the knife down just to show you. You can just pull it off with the fork like this. Now, as you can see, this time we're going to go with 3 different wines as our suggested pairing. A traditional Missouri Norton, Persimmon Ridge Norton. Norton is a wonderful varietal. It's great with smoked foods, wild game. So if you have smoked wild game, you just can't go wrong. The Persimmon Ridge Norton, it's fruity. It has some heavy weight to it. The tannins are soft, connected. You'll very much enjoy it. And then the gamey aspect in the wine is a wonderful pairing with wild game smoked foods. Now, for those of you who want something a little bit geeky, who like traditional styles of Syrah, whether you're talking a Crow's Hermitage or a traditional American Syrah, I very much enjoy Red Hill Cellars Syrah. This is out of Oregon, and that's the geeky aspect to it. But for those of you who want something 100% Syrah, this is soft, but it's heavy. You have the spice, you have that smoke and bacon fat flavors to it. You have the berries going on. This is just absolutely wonderful with this dish. Now, for those of you who want that big, jammy, Aussie style of Shiraz, then the Saldo Shiraz from the Prisoner Wine Company will not let you down. It is just jammy. You get the big, heavy berries and a wide spectrum of flavors of cocoa, dark fruit, spice, and then it just will not let you down. Long, lingering finish. And this also works very well with duck, smoked foods, barbecue. You'll just enjoy it tremendously. Give them all 3 a try, or your own favorite Syrah or Norton. Don't forget to visit our friends, Hunting for Connections on Facebook or huntingforconnections.com, as well as Water Cooler Politics. Please, wine and food is best enjoyed when shared, so please share Wild Wine Life with your friends and invite them to like or follow us both on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Ray. Don't forget to live the dream. And here's to living the wild wine life.